All right, one more. Sunday Night Football. Why is this on national television? Jesus. The Colts and the Seahawks. Seattle 13, 41.5. Wilson again carrying much of the load. The offensive line's terrible. 729 passing yards, 100 rushing yards, and Seattle total yards 970. Conundrum for Carroll. Offense at its best when it plays fast. Go up tempo. Make up for the weaknesses in the offensive line, but playing fast, you can wear out the defense, the wear and tear. They've allowed 24 points and 165 rushing yards in the second half alone against Tennessee. That was easy. Tennessee ran all over them in that game.
Yeah, I don't understand why you don't like this game. They're scheduling it before they know that Andrew Luck's not going to play. It's Colts-Seahawks. These are two teams that have been playoff teams just about every season for the last half decade. You can understand why it's on Sunday Night Football, even though Indy has the problem at QB right now. But throw that graphic up one more time. We got Russell Wilson. Of the 970 total yards that the Seahawks have this season, Russell Wilson is responsible for 829 of those. It's been nothing but Russell Wilson so far. And, of course, it's a real conundrum for the Seahawks because they want to play fast, all right? They have to use tempo to make up for the weaknesses on the offensive line, but that defense got completely worn down last week. They gave up 24 points, 165 rushing yards in the second half alone against the Titans. So far this season, Seattle, only 55 of their 199 plays have been running back runs. Pete Carroll, quote, "The running back needs more carries, and our guys are still young and figuring it out and all that. There weren't enough carries to share. So Thomas Rawls and Eddie Lacy didn't get a shot to go much. But it wasn't by their doing. We just didn't get enough plays." There's a problem with that statement. Seattle had 72 offensive snaps last week. That's the third highest snap count in the league, Pauly. So for Carroll to say, "Oh, we didn't have enough snaps," it's just not the truth. They did have enough snaps. It is worth noting. You talk about laying points with Seattle. Seahawks 0-3 against the spread so far this season, despite the fact they've had the last score in all three games. When you're 0-3 ATS and you've scored last all three times, that's a red flag. 3-11 against the spread. 3-8 against the spread. Their last 11 overall. Although it's worth noting, all three covers came in the home favorites role, which is exactly what they're in on Sunday night.
A mixed bag for Brissett so far in his first start. They only scored 13 points, and they had 10 in the first quarter. Last time out, he played well against Cleveland, but it was Cleveland. 17-24, 259 yards, ran for 2 touchdowns. But now you go from Cleveland at home to late night prime time at Seattle. They develop a rapport with Hilton. That's pretty good. But also, it appears Frank Gore's age is catching up with him as well. But let's be honest, this goes back to Ryan Grigson. This is a horrible Indianapolis roster. It's terrible.
Yeah, I don't disagree. And they played, they brought their A game last week. They played very well against Cleveland at home. But beating Cleveland at home by a field goal, mind you, the Browns came back and made that game interesting late. Beating Cleveland at home and then facing Seattle at night on the road. A very, very different story. You talked about T.Y. Hilton. I mean, Hilton was phenomenal last week. 7 catches, 153 yards, and a touchdown. But nobody else caught more than 2 passes for Indy. I don't know that Brissett has a full comfort level with most of the guys in this offense yet. And you're right. Frank Gore, 3 yards per carry on his first 49 attempts. The offensive line not getting the job done for Indy's running game thus far. Chuck Pagano talking about the challenge of playing in Seattle. Quote, "When it gets rocking and that stadium shakes, you can't hear yourself think. Seahawks certainly have a history of giving young quarterbacks without a whole lot of experience like Jacoby Brissett lots of problems in this venue. My initial lean was towards Indy. The more I looked at the game, the less I wanted to get the betting window with the Colts. The clear pass for me."
Hey, guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.